Welcome back to Experiment Isolation. Now that we've introduced all our characters, we have everybody on the title screen, to some degree. Now let us load back in, and... Actually... Yes, we do have the entire cast here. Or at the very least, we have Quill. We can... Yeah, shift... Okay. We had Quill to start with. We can review the entire cast as we have so far. Closest friends. Quill's alright with everyone so far. Marianne Benet? I'm digging this art. Auburn? The forensic uncle. Closest friends. Is this in order of friendship? Natalia. Ellie, the rather rambunctious. This is in order of some degree, because... Plutone Marchesi? Yeah. The relationship list is in some sort of order of their natural bonds, to some degree. Interesting. I do like you, Marceline. Phantom Thief archetype. Very fun. Long. Go man, give us nothing. I believe in you. Bernard, that is an interesting name. He's been through some stuff. Interesting how Quill and Auburn rank at the top of his list. Stella, or Divine Stella, rather. Best friends with Marceline. And Plutone. Burton Osborne. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to back out of that. We had Burton. Burton and Natalia seem to obviously have some degree of pre-existing relationship. But interesting. Bernard ranks at the top of Burton's list. Makes sense. Bernard and Natalia. Cass. Yep, it makes sense. Seems cool with Stella. And Blanc. The more ordinary corner of the cast, as opposed to the exceptionals. Marianne and Burton seem obviously higher class than the others. Quill and Auburn, who are in positions well outside of their the normal age range you would expect for their professions as a lawyer and a forensic investigator. You never expect it, but yeah. Which is why it gives me Danganronpa vibes. Big time. Clay Atkinson. Ah yes, the famous host of American Idol. Clay Atkinson. Up there with Marcy. You know, Plutone. Best friends with Ellie. Same energy. Lastly, Erica. I like you, you're chill. You could beat me up, and I respect that. I would probably deserve it if that happened. I would apologize. Okay. Let us go investigate. Oh, this place.
Well,
Looks like nobody's there. Looks like nobody's in here.
Well, obviously.
Just means we have the area to ourselves, then.
wait, I see what you mean.
You're right. I guess I'll explain what happened before you woke up.
Well,
I was woken up by Auburn, who then led me to the canteen area we were just in, and I met Natalia, Ellie, Stella, Burton, Plutone, and Bernard there. I think then we all split up, and Bernard must have come back with Long and Ellie, with Marceline before I returned with you. And, well, I guess Burton went out after me and found a whole heap of people. I woke up in this cell, right over here. Oh, hey, I'm almost just under you.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're right. Wait, actually, question. How did you all manage to avoid each other? Could have sworn once you found me, I saw no one until we arrived.
ugh, goodness.
Oh, you're right. Not actually sure. There only seems to be one way in and out.
Well,
How about that door over there? Oh, near the far back? No, I checked the one earlier. There's a lot of showers and toilets back there. Thank goodness.
that's good.
Oh, that's a relief. How about the door to the right?
Oh, well,
Oh, no, I didn't check that one. Should we look at it next? Is there anything else I should know about here? Okay. Oh, I guess you might have already noticed, but the strange pieces of paper on the walls. Do you see them? Ah, right. Over there. Yes. Huh. That's strange. What are those? I'm not too sure. And I guess we won't be finding out anytime soon, seeing as they've been, scribbled out.
Unfortunately.
That's too bad. Discovery noted. Hey!
so,
I like that effect. That's cool. But that's about it. We'll move on then? Hey, are you coming? Oh, yes, sorry. Quill, what's wrong? What was... Quill, what's wrong? Oh my god, what is it? You look awful. I mean,
No, hold on.
What the hell was that?
well, that's,
Quill? I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I think I just... No, I don't know. I'm sorry if I scared you.
wait, are you sure?
It's alright, as long as you're not dead.
well,
Thank you. Let's get moving. That was odd. Oh, okay. So this is our current location. We can take either exit. Since we're already in there, let's go this way.
Don't mess with me!
Nothing out of the ordinary. This is stupid. Hi, Erica.
I got it.
Hey, no need to yell. I'm right here. Hey, we heard yelling? What's the... What? What? Oh, sorry. You scared me. Hey, Mary? You okay?
Well, that's,
I'm sorry. I think you just startled me a bit.
Well,
Sorry, I'll explain. We're kind of lost here because, well, this looks like a yard, right? Like any prison would have. The thing is, the ceiling where the sky's meant to be is, so... Oh, I see the issue now.
You hit your head or something?
This doesn't make sense. Why is the ceiling there? Where's the sky?
well,
Best guess, on the other side of that wall. And let's bust it open. Sky equals escape.
come on.
What? Wait. Yeah. Well said. Come on, use your head. I'm gonna use my head, obviously.
God damn it.
Don't tell me what to do, noodles.
unfortunately.
I guess that's all there is to it. Most of this yard looks pretty bare. Marianne, you're shaking.
it's just,
Me? I'm sorry. Let's go. She's sweating. Did Erica really scare her that much?
so,
Okay, let's move on. Violence averse? Seems like a very, visceral reaction to raised voices. Also, Quill, are we gonna talk about what the hell happened in that last room? 'Cause I'm concerned. Some kind of memories going on there. What if we go back here? These are the cells. We've already been here. Let's move on. Oh, that's concerning. That's a guillotine. Hi, Auburn. Hi, Bernard. Auburn? Bernard? Why is this? Oh, please. We're just as confused as you are. Marceline got so overwhelmed, Stella had to drag her into the next room.
No way.
What in the fresh hell is this doing here? Well, it is a prison. I mean, I think that kind of punishment would be, I don't want to even suggest this. But it's a prison. Oh, is it? Forgive me, I didn't notice. God, have you ever walked into a kitchen, saw a knife drenched in blood, and went, well, it's a kitchen? Whatever it's here for, it can't mean anything good.
Well,
Wait, you said Marceline reacted badly, right? Where is she?
Well,
I see that door to the left. Stella dragged her in there. Stella? I offered to help, but I think Stella herself was just too overwhelmed in that moment. Wait, and look over there.
No, hold on.
An electric chair and a closet. It's lined wall to wall with spikes. Oh!
But that would mean...
Remember what Erica said about someone working behind our backs? Maybe we're meant to find them. And still, that's just so awful. I just can't.
I'm
It's all right.
so sorry.
We'll just have to tell the others. Here. As scary as this equipment is, I feel almost like those two are reacting a bit too much. Oh well, everyone has different opinions on things.
it's just.
Is this what investigating is like? You and Auburn must have it really tough.
That's because.
We do what we have to help those who need it. That's all there is to it.
Well, that's.
Whoa! A little scary there, Quill.
Well.
Oh, my apologies. Come, let's visit Marceline. All right, the other room. Come on, let's go. The execution block. That's concerning. And this is the end of the line. Quill, Marianne,
Oh, hi.
Stella, how's Marceline doing? She looks nervous. As Marianne spoke, a ruffle of cloth and blankets echoed off the walls. I'm fine. Whatever. I didn't even care that much.
Well.
Did the guillotine scare you that much? What, the big thing? Sorry, I just don't do well with those many blades.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, the closet.
That's because.
So you were the one to discover that. Oh, did you drag me all this way, Stella? I'm so super sorry.
Well,
It's alright. I'm not that physically strong, but you're really light. Am I? Oh, that was adorable. Tried to do some looking around on my own, and I found this. Oh? Oh, medical supplies.
Well, that's.
There's a lot of them. No, look closer. Oh, what do you mean? Oops, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Bindings and shovels. It's burial equipment. Oh. My god, it's burial equipment. My god. With this in the guillotine, I... Unpleasant implications. It's alright. It is very concerning. We should probably tell everyone about this burial equipment. Quill! Yes? What is it? Do you think we're meant to use this in the yard? God, I don't even want to think about that. God, shut up. Even I don't want to think about that. It's right next to the execution tools, isn't it? Marianne, don't even...
That's not.
Marianne, snap out of it.
Unfortunately.
We can't think like that. Come on, we should leave them to it. Auburn and Bernard are right outside. I think we've scared them.
It's just.
I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. You were just exploring possibilities.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, everyone. I got ahead of myself. We should get through this investigation, right? She glanced at me with a sad smile. Oh, Marianne, she panics so easily. She was serious then, wasn't she? It is very concerning that we're jumping to these conclusions without any provocation. It's the only place we can go. We should get out of here quickly. Oh, we can't go in the other room. Gone.
Hi!
Ah, Quee! Here, take a look at the food. Food? Is there food over here?
Yes, that sounds right.
Oh yeah, we need to be able to eat here, huh?
Oh, greetings.
It's not the best, but it'll do. What do you mean?
Because...
The kitchen. There are foods in there, but it's mainly just canned. There's kitchenware too, but it's all pretty, sad. You can cook?
easy as ever.
Yeah, I can. My dad taught me everything I know. He owned this, underground bar, kinda. I haven't had as much to eat this past few days, so I'm happier than you imagine to see this much food.
That's so neat!
Plutone, there's enough for all of us, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Geez, there's enough in there for a while. We'll be fine, El.
Oh, well...
Is that all? Anything else?
Well...
We found a bunch of plates and bowls and stuff. Looks like it was left for all of us to share. You can leave the cooking to me. There's not much here, but I'm sure I can work with it. Oh, it's awfully nice of you.
That is so sweet!
Thank you so much, Plutone. You're so reliable. I don't know if that name's pronounced that way. I apologize if it is not.
Easy as ever.
No need to thank me. I'm just doing what's best for all of us.
Ah!
Come on, Pluto. We should look around some more. Oh, of course. Best of luck, you two. Bye. Well, looks like that's all that was here.
Well,
I wonder... Huh? You really think there's something else?
that's good.
It's alright, we'll come back to it later. Let's just get a rough idea of the layout first.
So,
Understood. So where should we go next? Large amount of food. Well,
Well,
that's certainly something. It's shut. Wait, what are we meant to do about that? Hi, Cass. More importantly, how did this get boarded up? I can't see anything around that could do that.
oh goodness.
It certainly is troubling. I'm more curious about where the door would have led. What even is this room? Looks like some sort of front desk, like a reception area.
well,
Must be. With that door, taking out that it's boarded from the inside. Whoever did this either had another way of leaving this facility, or is one of us.
Hey, hold on!
Yes, but we're all in the same situation, right? Why would somebody try to board us in? I really don't know, but do you think that's it? The way out, I mean? Well, if it is, looks like we're probably not gonna get out soon. You mean we're stuck in here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Bummer. Anything else to look at in here? How are you over that so easily? What are you gonna do about... Sorry, I'm catching up.
well then.
I think we've heard enough.
So,
Oh? Have you thought of anything?
That must be it.
I think what Cass said might have had some weight to it. It is possible that this is our way out, but looks like someone might have beat us to it. Huh? No way, right?
Well, obviously.
For now, we just have to keep looking. There's still plenty of places we haven't been.
oh, well,
I guess. I still wonder if we can do anything about that door. Boarded up door. Oh, we can go in here. One look at it. One look at that. It should be obvious what I'm trying to say. Well, it's not, so you need to stop being abstract and just tell me.
Hey, wait!
Hey, calm down. Hello. Sorry to interrupt, but have you two found something of interest in here?
Hello.
Quill, Perfect timing. Turns out this side office had a wealth of interesting things. What? You mean you really found something?
Well,
Take a look at this. That's
how unpleasant.
certainly something to be aware of. Manila folders.
Well,
This is great and all, but have you opened it yet? We have... And? No, it should stay between us for now.
Hey, hold
What?
on.
No, come on! Didn't you say withholding information hurts all of us?
Rethink that logic.
I'm sorry. Once I feel comfortable enough, we'll discuss it. Eh? You, huh? Fine, be that way.
unfortunately.
We'll go. Please be as thorough as you can.
Incompetence.
We plan on it. That's concerning. The office's documents. What is about them?
We should regroup back at the canteen to discuss what we found there.
We called everyone back together.
Is this everyone?
I'm gonna... Oh shit. Gonna do that. That sets the paperclip to... Oh, that's cool.
Looks like it.
This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good.
Has anyone found anything that even hints at escape?
There's a big door.
Not in the slightest. Well, we found another door, but it looks like it won't budge. There's no telling what could be on the other side.
Everything we've found so far is so cozy. It's like we're meant to be here.
That's not a good implication, Ellie.
You think this place was meant to keep us here?
Wouldn't that explain why there's no escape?
I mean, listen.
Hello, this is your handy tutorial here. You're about to enter a discussion segment, which isn't as scary as it sounds. Everyone here is about to break out into a discussion about their own ideas and concepts based on what they know. Obviously, not everyone here knows everything, so you will need to use your personal discoveries to decide what is worth discussing and what isn't. When you see this button, you'll be able to confront any line of reasoning with a clear answer. You need to discuss things we can already prove or disprove. However, you can't just go wildly confronting every word that's spoken. That would deter everyone from bringing up any points and derail the discussion entirely. That's why you have the flow bar. Make sure to keep your flow up by only resolving discussion points with clues that match the point. Otherwise, you'd be misleading everyone. If you somehow manage to completely lose your flow by not making relevant connections, then there's no telling what conclusion you might arrive at. As long as you're checking your discovery journal menu, keeping an open mind when listening to ideas and willing to confront those that don't need further discussion, then you should be fine. Best of luck out there. Discussion time. False. Whoa, route die. Whoa. Incense. Someone lit incense in here. Paper on the wall. It's the paper scattered across some of the walls in the cell block. The contents have been scribbled out, so no one can tell what they detail for sure. Large amount of food. And to keep all. And more than enough to last all of us. Talia and Burton are keeping a secret between themselves. Boarded up door. Cass and Blanc found a boarded up door in the reception area. Either had an alternative exit or is still here with us. Execution block. Execution block and burial. And the yard. That is really concerning. This is interesting. This means that there's a very clear route split in this demo.
We found a bunch of plates and food, right? This place is just like a little home for us.
You mean we're just meant to live here?
It's gotta be. I mean, there's nothing here that could mean we need to be mean to each other, right?
She sure is optimistic. Still, based on what we found before, that optimism might be trying to mislead us. And if she doesn't mean to, continuing that topic would distract from the other clues we found. Need to tell her about what we found.
We found a bunch of plates and food, right?
You mean...
It's gotta be. I mean, there's nothing here that could mean we need to be mean to each other, right?
Hmm. Oh, we don't need to discuss this because we already know about execution
Of
block.
course! Ellie,
I like
think
that.
I need to bring something to your attention.
My Addison?
How far did you and Plutone go?
Us? We stayed here the whole time. We pretty much went through all the foods discussing what we could make.
So I'm right in assuming you haven't heard about the execution block?
The execution?
Right. We never saw Ellie or Plutone come in. Sorry, Ellie, but we have some bad news.
We discovered a room covered wall to wall in weapons and execution devices. Guillotines, weapons, electric chairs. It was awful.
Wait! The big choppy devices?
Yes. Either way, if we were only meant to live here in harmony, why would our kidnappers leave us such equipment?
It's a very good question.
What? You found a guillotine? That's bad.
Huh. A guillotine, a prison cell, a shady group of people. I'm sure everyone knows where I'm going with this.
Now what are you on about?
Well, discussion time.
Let's face it, not all of us here can claim we're completely innocent.
Really?
And if I were to take a step back to analyze what impact a guillotine might have on a place like this with people like these, well...
Well, the hell are you hinting at? Even if we're meant to just go around killing each other, we don't have any way of covering it up. It'd be pointless.
Like a game. Some of us are wardens. The other half are prisoners. Maybe it's up to us to uncover who are the prisoners and execute them.
Okay, so those files you found have something to do with some of our crimes.
You're kidding, right? That's the most far-fetched thing I have ever heard.
Far-fetched? Please, after what we found in the office, it should be obvious.
You haven't told us about it yet, so it's hard to object to what she's saying without incriminating myself. Maybe I should take a different approach. There's another weak spot in this argument.
Let's face it, not all of us here can claim we're... And if I were to take a step back to analyze what impact...
Well, even if we're meant to just go around killing each other, we don't have any way of covering it up. It'd be pointless.
I feel like we could. Burial equipment? But one thing I do want to try first.
Some of us are wardens.
You're kidding, right?
Far-fetched? Please, after what we found in the office, it should be obvious.
The document.
Of course!
Is this something? Can we confront you on this?
Natalia, what are you talking about?
I said... oh... You weren't meant to hear that.
Oh.
An office? Where was that?
Wait, is this about the document you found? How do you expect us to know the implications of that? You wouldn't show us!
Yeah, Natalia. You did obviously find something in there that rattled you.
What? Are you trying to hide evidence from us? You sly little...
We just gotta turn the crowd against you.
I didn't mean to endanger the group. If I could make you understand my motives, I would.
Then you could try.
Natalia, not even I understand your motives. Just one little piece of paper and...
A piece of paper?
That's what usually goes in folders.
The document. It seems to be one page of a few.
Ah, so the pages have been scattered. Is that what we saw on some of the walls?
Actually, did we ever figure out what those were?
My theory stands that they were documents from the file. Think about it. They wouldn't just go up in smoke.
Interesting.
That's true, but why would they be stuck to the walls? Not to mention some was scratched out or ripped up.
Isn't it obvious? There's something in those documents they didn't want us to see.
My point exactly. If our details were mentioned in those documents, the person behind all this must not want us to see those details.
What details were mentioned in the documents that you found?
See? It all makes sense.
So Clay reckons the papers on the wall and the missing documents are related, huh? That may be a sound theory in itself. There's still something he isn't quite getting right.
My theory stands that they were
I assume that would be getting into a... We're obviously still in demo territory, but... I feel like immediately these discussion segments would be extremely benefited by a bit of music. They wouldn't just go up and smoke. So we have... Not sure where to go with this. The detail for sure. Door execution block.
That's true, but why would they be stuck to the walls? Not to mention some was scratched out or ripped up.
Isn't it obvious? There's something in those documents they didn't want us to see.
Why'd they leave one, though? I feel like... think you can argue against that? Yes, well, makes complete sense. If it was something they wanted us to find, they wouldn't have gone through all this trouble. You're going to tell me this isn't because they wanted to hide information? Nice shot. He's right. Those papers could have ended up like that if someone intended to hide their contents. What was I thinking?
My theory stands that they were documents from the file. Think about it. They wouldn't just go up and smoke.
That's true, but why would they be stuck to the walls? Not to mention some was scratched out or ripped up.
Isn't it obvious?
My point exactly. If our details were mentioned in those documents, the person behind all this must not want us to see those details.
See? It all makes sense.
Papers on the wall with missing documents are related.
My theory stands that they were documents from the file. Think about it. They wouldn't just go up and smoke.
Can confront on this. Missing documents. Incense, I wonder.
Of course! They're claiming it couldn't go up in flames. What makes you so sure?
Did you find a fire pit or anything nearby? Flames leave residue. If something was set on fire, we would have found it.
Well, a fair
We
assumption.
already did. I mean, I think Stella already has.
Me? No. I don't think I've done much to help.
Oh.
Divine Stella. When we first discussed this place, you mentioned something interesting. You said you could smell incense throughout the prison.
That's right. I could never mistake that smell. The sound of flame attaching to the fragile stick of an incense.
Thank you, Stella. You've just explained my point.
You mean...
It could have been completely possible for certain documents to be burned. This means there's a possibility our details weren't stolen by someone to hide them, but disposed of. They could have been burnt and the residue would be disguised as incense.
Well played. It seems your junior lawyer title has some weight to it. Still, my point stands.
Incense updated. All right. Hello, once again, this is your tutorial speaking. Get used to the discussion system. I'm glad. Important as closing unhelpful topics is, there's also a good chance someone will bring up a point of discussion that is absolutely worth pursuing. Ooh, okay. In that case, you will instead get the option to agree. This encourages the topic brought up and will lead to further exploration along those lines. Additionally, unlike contradictions, not all statements will have an agree option, especially since agreements don't rely on evidence, but will lead to new point of discussion. that disagreeing to a statement means declining the offer to discuss a topic because it's faulty, agreeing to a statement is like accepting an offer to talk about the topic since it would be useful. After all, that's what a discussion is for, to discuss. Hopefully I explained that well. Best of luck. I feel like a lot of the time, the agreement statements in Danganronpa games come up in discussions where everyone's just kind of throwing out ideas on how something might have happened. You gotta choose the one you agree with. They do occasionally get worked into actual discussions in interesting ways, but that's one thing I recall seeing a lot of in those games.
You can't deny that we're meant to use those tools. A guillotine, an electric chair. You don't just leave those out in the open.
So you mean the burial equipment?
Are they really meant to be used for burying what we leave behind?
Wait, but if some of us are prisoners and some of us are wardens, how do we know who's who?
Might come back and agree with you, Cass. Now she's talking about the tools. It's true, they are very suspicious. There's a point in here I think should be considered. Someone here is onto something.
You can't deny.
So you mean...
Are they really meant to be used for...
Wait, but if some of us are prisoners and some of us are wardens, how do we know who's who?
Of course! Exactly what I was thinking, Cass.
Huh? Really?
The sword and prisoner game itself is quite out there, but more importantly, how are we meant to know our roles?
It feels like Natalia found something along those lines and is trying to push this out there without actually telling us about it.
Well, that's...
Start us off, Natalia. What's your role?
Looks like there was an element of misdirection in my claims.
Either way, all that discussion has led to another topic for us. Why are the execution equipment and burial materials so available to us?
Whatever this is, I don't think we were intended to survive it easily.
You mean because of the burial equipment?
Between the burial equipment and the weapons, don't you think there's something more to them?
Honestly, all of these accusations are ridiculous. You're all just insane criminals. Maybe there's someone out there just waiting for all of you to rot up and die.
I mean, Burton, you're going a little far there, but I still can't deny your point as far as we're all jumping out there. We're all immediately jumping out there. We enter a room full of death tools, and we're thinking, we got to use these, don't we? All right, who's up on the chopping block first?
How can you say that? Have some hope!
Marianne, you.
Actually, there's an interesting spectrum of people here.
You were on the we need to use them, don't we, train? But maybe that's just your jumping to the worst possible conclusion.
Maybe they're trying to throw a ring of children into a room and see what they do, like a social experiment.
That's an interesting point.
And see what they do. Then why would they leave us a guillotine?
If I give you a guillotine, are you going to start guillotining people? 14 people thrust into a confusing situation destined to either die or kill each other, Honestly, it's more ridiculous than anything I could imagine. If that's true, then maybe we're getting too ahead of ourselves. In that case, I'm sure there's a point here that coincides with what I'm trying to say.
Whatever this is, I don't think we were intended to survive it easily.
You mean because of the burial equipment?
Between the burial equipment and the weapons, don't you think there's something more to them?
I might agree to this.
Honestly, all of these accusations are ridiculous. You're all just insane criminals. Maybe there's someone out there just waiting for all of you to rot up and die.
How can you say that? Have some hope!
I would agree with you, Marianne.
Actually, there's an interesting spectrum of people here. Maybe they're trying to throw a ring of children into a room and see what they do, like a social experiment.
Of course! You're saying this is an experiment to test our own personal behaviors?
That's certainly one way to put it. Sure, there's a guillotine, etc., but it's honestly not indicative of anything.
Yeah. We're in a prison with deadly weapons and burial tools. And suspicious notes and the like. What do we do? Do we try and band together, or do we decide that this is some kind of punishment and...
But, Burton!
We've established the missing documents and how someone must have burnt them in a flame. It's entirely possible those were instructions for examiners.
I didn't even think of that.
Aye, Patch.
Me?
What? No, not you, the other one.
I'm just thinking...
Huh? What?
What? I'd expect a bit more respect, yes?
Consider the room, Burton. Calm down.
What?
It was you and the girl with the backpack who inspected the reception area, yes?
Yeah, we did. What about it?
The door that was boarded up. Did you inspect it as thoroughly as I asked?
Huh?
Sure. I mean, it was bolted up tight from the inside, like the police guy said. I mean, the wood kinda stank. Sure. I mean, it was bolted up tight from the inside, like the police guy said. I mean,
what?
The wood kinda stank.
Oh, again, I'm not police.
It could have been rotting away.
Oh.
Blanc!
What?
You don't need to yell. You'll just permanently injure my ears.
This is important information! This entire time you've just been keeping that to yourself.
Well, no one asked.
The wood is old, and is locked from the inside. Of course.
Don't get mad at my boy Blanc. Nobody asked him before now.
Stop being so smug on your own and spill it.
Yeah. Burton and Natalia being all hoity-toity and hogging all the
Talk of
information.
wardens and criminals was rubbish. If you'd rather play tag, go for it. But it's obvious what this is.
All right, then hit me.
This is an experiment. Someone loyal to the experiment locked this door.
I can't disagree
Burnt
with
the
that.
documents so no one could find them, and is planning to overlook us as we settle in.
You're dancing around the topic we're all asking about, though. If this is just a social experiment, then explain the equipment.
You're completely overthinking it. Think about it. Random materials left out in the open.
How do we react to them?
They obviously only exist to draw drama. A social experiment would be pointless without a catalyst.
Lives are on the line with those things around. What the hell are you talking about?
Wouldn't it be better for everyone just to agree on something? Yelling about something over and over is just gonna kill my ears.
If you refuse to pay attention, you may be losing more than just your hearing. This is a killing game. With that equipment and the contents of the document, there's no doubting it.
You won't tell us what the contents of the document are, so why should we
Again,
agree with?
that's
Why should we
absurd.
agree with you?
You're taking this far too extremely.
Why should we agree with you when you won't tell us?
This is a simple social experiment. Those tools are merely to enrage us.
Ooh, that?
This is a kill.
Again, that's absurd. You're taking this
I didn't
far
click
too
anything. I don't think I
extremely.
did.
This is a simple social experiment. Those tools
Yeah,
are
that
merely
just-
to enrage us.
That just jumped ahead. I didn't touch anything there.
Again, that's absurd. This is a simple social
Yeah, but
experiment. Those tools are merely to enrage us.
When I back up one, it kind of jumps to the line before that, which seems to be common with the timed lines. Social experiment, a killing game. On one hand, a social experiment would be much more favorable. Wouldn't have to live in constant doubt of each other's life. Of each other, life would be much easier. Still, after everything we've discussed, is there any way I can look away from what's right in front of us? I do. Which scenario is really more likely? What is this?
All the talk of wardens and criminals was rubbish. If you'd rather play tag, go for it. But it's obvious what this is. This is an experiment. Someone loyal to the experiment locked this door.
Is this the route split?
Of course.
Quill, are you sure?
We have a save point here, so we can come back to it.
Pardon?
The guillotine, the door, the documents, the weapons. You think they're all just for show?
But the thought we're meant to be using them. The thought that this is some twisted experiment of life and death. It's too abstract.
I'd be curious if this split actually goes anywhere.
Sure, you can say the bindings are for dead bodies, but they could easily be for general wounds, or unintentional usage of those weapons. Of course. We were just overthinking it. When you think about it logically, it all makes sense.
We've gotten no instructions to the...
Right. Oh, I think I get it. But then that begs the question, why are we here?
Unfortunately, evidence can't tell us that much. This is a good conclusion we've come to. From here, I guess it should be noted we can trust each other.
Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, there's the split.
I'm sincerely sorry for worrying everyone. As such, if there's anything I can do to show my remorse, I'm happy to oblige.
Show us the documents.
Then drop and give me 50.
50 what? You'll have to be more specific.
$50,000?
Oh, and here I was thinking I'd have to hold something against the people here.
Hmm?
You mean we're safe? So we can all live here in peace?
I don't know about all that just yet, but for now, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Until someone shows up and to tell us otherwise, I think we're good.
We should be cautious. The door proves that there's someone working against us here.
But we don't have to hurt each other?
That's right.
Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes!
What? So we just live here now?
What? Would you rather walk out the door?
So, we're just roommates until something interesting happens? Fine by me.
Ah, jeez. My heart was racing so fast for all of that. My legs feel like they're going to give out.
Say, in theory, these branches could kind of coalesce with someone being killed, but...
That's most likely the adrenaline in your body wearing off. You've pretty much been high off of it for the past few minutes.
We should probably rest then. Of course, we should be alert, but for today, I think we should just get to know each other and our surroundings better.
What a relief. I was so scared. I think I threw up in my mouth a few times.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Stella.
For real? Stella? Oh.
Aw. Quite quickly, the room was filled with laughs of relief. We talked some more about ourselves and began to move off. A social experiment, huh? But why? What would they be looking for? Most importantly, why us? Well, that social experiments often just chuck a random assortment of people together. Somehow I know that isn't the case. These people, there's something behind each and every one of them. Is it sinister? Pitiful? Terrifying? Guess from now on I just have to think as I always do. Identify the truth and fight for it. Just to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. Just like I always have. Prologue complete. Is this going to be the extent of the demo? Hours or so went by. Honestly didn't have too much to do, so I just sat alone in my cell, sorting through all my thoughts. Now I think I've been sitting for too long. Time to head into the canteen.
Oh, Quill, you're here!
Morning, Marianne.
Ah, look who finally decided to join us. So, anything at all?
Anything what?
It feels like it doesn't matter where I tackle this from. I can't find a common thread between all of us. It's infuriating.
Fair.
So even Mr. Lawyer Jr. gets frustrated when he can't find the answers straight away?
Understandable.
Quill, you've only been sitting out for a few minutes. It's okay. You, don't need to frown so intensely.
A few? Oh, My apologies.
Oh.
In any case, did anything significant happen while I was away?
Oh, and that's another 3 points for me.
Eh?
Aw, and so quickly, too.
Huh? What? What's going on?
Oh! Well...
were you taking bets on how I'd react?
Don't worry about it. Seeing as you've only been sitting down for, 15 minutes? No, nothing significant has happened.
Everyone did go their separate ways, but no one's found anything noteworthy. Auburn was bugging me about you for ages. I told him to come find you himself because he was sure he'd...
Ha! Talk for another time. Either way, it looks like we found you.
He was sure he'd, met me before?
Auburn, is there something you'd like to ask?
No. Nah, forget it. It's nothing.
You're kidding, right?
What? I just decided it's not important. Executive decision has been reached.
Executive concern?
Did your executive decision really have to include dragging me along? But I guess on another note, do you guys mind doing me a favor?
Sure thing.
Huh? What is it?
That document Natalia found. It's still super suspicious to me. I just wanted to go look into the office a bit more. Especially since Burden and Natalia pushed us out so quickly.
Oh yeah, Natalia mentioned she found something in an office. I would like to check that out, actually.
Come on, Quill. You'll take us, right?
You're asking me?
You're the lawyer, aren't you? If we took you, you could, I don't know, inspect the perimeter?
That thing that lawyers are known for doing.
What?
I mean, realistically, it's... you get the perfect thing served up right in front of you. You're a lawyer, you're good with the documents and stuff.
I mean, okay, sure. Let's go inspect the perimeter.
I knew you'd come around, Gloves.
Quill.
Come on, before someone else is shoving us out?
Alright, let's do it. Quickly made our way through the canteen to the office. Now I'm here. This probably seems like one of my best opportunities to get to know these people a little better. Hello, ready for another tutorial? Oh, okay. Investigating, especially in small groups, is a good time to get to know the people you're stuck with, right? Whenever this sort of opportunity presents itself, you should make sure to either talk to your friends or overhear them talking to each other. Ooh. How do you do this? Simple. Due to upcoming story events, these patrol segments will allow you to take up to 2 people with you to investigate the area, and more importantly, to talk to. From these 2 people, you have the choice to talk to either of them individually or overhear their interaction. Oh, that's interesting. The menu next to their name, you'll see a number out of a total. This is how many supports they have had and will have with you, the protagonist. Once you move on to picking your second person, it will also display how many events your first choice has with your second choice. How convenient! These have any impact on the story? Well, for one, you shouldn't only be talking to people depending on if they benefit you. Holding and overhearing conversations could give you extra information, which I couldn't really tell you the significance of in this mystery-based game. By gaining new information about the others, you can learn more about their backgrounds and how their experiences shape their behavior. Isn't that rewarding enough? Also, by getting people together who have a lot in common, you might be able to have them convince each other not to doubt you. As long as you're close to them, too. Enough talk. Go try it out for yourself. Good luck. Ryan? Yes, let's do it.
Oh, hi.
Hey!
Who should I talk to? Well, let's see how much we can do, actually. What are you 2 talking about? Sure. Hey, Marianne, you going alright over here?
Well, that's,
Huh? Oh, sorry, I'm trying my best, but, alright, to be honest, I'm not really sure of what I'm meant to be doing here. What are you looking for, exactly?
Because...
I see. Not really your field of expertise, huh?
well...
Well, you know, I've only read the occasional crime fiction novel here and there, but being in the middle of an actual investigation is completely different. I know exactly what you mean. Only I had to figure that out in a professional environment while getting paid.
Well,
You probably have some idea of what might be going on here, right? Just keep that in mind and look around for things to confirm that against. Huh. Not gonna lie, you look distracted. What's up? Get it off your mind now, and we can look later. Oh no, I shouldn't worry you with it, Auburn. Oh
Well-
please. Oh please, it's no bother at all. It'll help us be more productive too, so it's a win-win. Oh, well in that case
It's just.
sorry, I have this garden that I keep at home and I'm just worrying about some of those flowers.
ah, of course.
Oh really now? That's actually really sweet of you. Yeah, I can see why you'd be distracted then.
Oh, goodness.
It's slightly embarrassing, but yep, it's so hard for me to focus on anything else when I know there's probably no one taking care of them. Especially when I'm missing the sun as much as I am now. You know when your mind is just so set on something it's impossible to get off track? You're calling me out on that one, huh? In that case, if you wouldn't mind being my little Watson, eh? Little Watson? I can only bounce ideas around in my own head for so long. If you want, we could just bounce ideas off each other. I'll run your brain against any questions I have about this prison. In the meantime, you can tell me anything you'd want me to hear. Deal?
Oh, that is so sweet.
Oh, yes, that would work well, actually. Sure, if that would help you.
Well,
Good to know. Now, Watson, let me in on this.
Did anyone find what they were looking for?
Oh,
No, I didn't find anything I was looking for.
let's run that back. Talk with Auburn. Guess we can only do one per segment. Oh, gloves, perfect timing. I just wanted to check on something with you. Sorry, yeah. What do you need?
well,
You said you were a lawyer or something? A little lawyer junior, yeah?
Well, obviously.
Yeah, that's right. Why'd you ask?
well,
Right, good to know. Right, good to know. Thanks, little lawyer.
Hey, wait!
Hey, Auburn, hold on! Hold on? You know, it's kind of bold to assume we have time to hold on. Standing around asking random questions is only going to slow us down.
No, hold on.
Auburn, we have plenty of time. Also, why are you in such a rush? We don't need to hurry at all. There shouldn't be a need. What did you think about... Oh, you're right, aren't you? Huh. Oh well.
Well,
We can take our time and really take our surroundings into consideration here. Oh,
well,
we can take our time and really take our surroundings into consideration here, Auburn. As well, I don't see what harm random questions could do. Oh, right, okay. How's this for random question, then? Quill, what do you remember before ending up here? What's your most recent memory? My most recent memory?
huh.
Oh, hit a
Could
nerve?
be onto something.
Well, it's for the sake of interrogation, right? Surely you could let me in on it, right? I'm sorry, no. I don't think I can. It's just rather personal, I guess you could say. I very still don't know if it was Quill getting carted away by the cops or his mother getting carted away by the cops. Whatever the case, it was not a good relationship between Quill and his mother in that opening memory. Oh, don't worry about it then. Just trying to make you think. Haha. Okay. How about this one then? Do you recognize anyone else here? No, I never met. You were never approached by people proposing to put you into a situation like this? Memory? No. Are you involved with criminal activity? What's your crowd look like? What? I would never do any... Relation... Relation to Updog? What is Updog meant to mean? Oh, don't worry about it. Just my fun. I don't know. What's up with you?
that's not.
Ready to let me talk then? Where did all that even come from? Hey, Auburn. Oh, he's walked off. He just doesn't slow down, does he? I'll admit, those were all very clever questions. I'm worried he might not have taken time to breathe between them.
Did anyone find what they were looking for?
Let's run this back one more time. Gotta hang out with our girl, Marianne.
So,
Quill, found anything yet?
Unfortunately.
Oh, no, not yet. I'm trying to think about where a clue or anything might be, but... Oh, that's okay. Take your time. I think we're all in the same boat here, right?
well, that's
Well, only you're a lawyer, and I'm just here to help.
That's good.
Thank you. I appreciate the support.
Oh, that is
Aw.
so sweet.
Should I try to do some small talk, or is that distracting? Oh, no, go ahead. So what do you do in your spare time? You mentioned gardening.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yes, I have lots of time to myself, so I normally spend it gardening. It's such an art when it comes to flowers. Their colors are always so soft, and their petals so pleasing to look at. I can find myself in the backyard for hours and hours just taking care of them. They really are nature's magnum opus.
Well,
Do you have a favorite flower? Oh, making me pick. I love peonies. They always seem to come out with the prettiest shades.
Well,
Oh, but we have a lot of lavenders that grow around the house. If it wasn't already obvious, I'm a big fan of the color. I dig it, yeah. And, carnations might look a bit scruffy, but they really are some of the prettiest flowers I've ever seen.
wait a minute.
Actually, I was taking care of this one bush the other day, and I swear there was this flower that would look great in your hair.
well,
Oh, me? I've never really worn flowers in my hair or anything like. Really? I guess I can't really picture you in anything but that coat, but I really can picture you with something soft and neat like that. Well, that's good to know. Maybe once you get out of here, you could show me around that garden.
that's because...
Because it's the thing I've really been into, but the way you describe it, I'll have to see it for myself, if that's alright.
Wait, I see what you mean.
Aw, Quill. Of course, I put a lot of time into it. Guess I really have the time now, anyways. What do you mean?
Well...
Huh? Oh, don't worry about it.
So?
Oh, I guess we are... Almost completely forgot about searching this place, huh? All good? All good. If you need any help, I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marianne. Let's see.
Did anyone find what they were looking for?
Huh. It's a really I really like that conversation mechanic. Sort of like a free time period. With the added bonus of hearing interactions between other cast members, not just protagonist and cast members. I like this. I can only imagine there could be a ton of interesting interactions here. It's also really good that they laid out exactly how many will be available for each character. It helps with grinding all of them somewhere along the line. I like this. So when we come back, I suppose there's two things we are able to do now. We'll see how far this goes. This is Experiment Chapter 1. So there really are two distinct... It's a progress bar. If it is, then we still have a long ways to go. So I suppose we can finish off the experiment route, and then go off the killing game route. It's a really interesting plot divergence here. Really interesting to see how far you're able to take this in the full game. I know I mentioned earlier that it could kind of reconverge on the sheer notion of someone getting killed, but in theory, it could have reverberations throughout the entire plotline if this does descend to a sort of killing game format on the experiment route. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I like this. When we return, we'll see if we can get a hold of those documents, continue down this experiment route, see how far this goes. So until next time, until then...